This is XRPJD, and this was urgent. This was urgent, y'all. Let me just say real quick that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please invest at your own risk. Do your own research, do your own diligence around what I'm speaking on. But I saw something or heard something, heard and saw something that was clear as day. Clear as day. Again, it's from In Cash Official, who always brings some fire information. This is where I get most of my inspiration from when I come and bring y'all these thoughts and these ideas and these facts around crypto. And if this clip right here don't open your eyes for you to see what's actually going on around crypto and finance and where this whole thing is going, then you probably won't see. But let's get into it. Let's check it out.
Now, let's go over here to this post because this is from Subjective Views. This is the SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, saying we are on the cusp of T+0, immediate on-chain clearance and...
Did y'all hear that? This is the SEC. That's the United States Security and Exchange Commission. They're the ones that regulate the money markets. They're the ones that regulate Wall Street. They're the ones that open the door for new financial markets, new asset classes. Here is the chairman, Paul Atkins, telling you flat out what's about to happen. Let's listen.
Settlement, atomic settlement. What did Paul Atkins recently tell us? Every single U.S. market will be moving on chain. Every single U.S. market. Now, listen closely to this.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something as well, because for those of you who are not in the weeds with respect to distributed ledger technology, the blockchain and all that,
distributed ledger technology, DLT, that's the blockchain. That's what all crypto assets run on, the blockchain.
We really are now in financial services at the cusp of really exciting a new frontier, frankly, which will de-risk our financial services business tremendously, I believe. Because right now, back when I was starting out as a lawyer in New York, back in the 1980s.
And let me just point out something real quick. While they're sitting up here on this stage, talking about this new evolving technology and how they're about to intertwine it with the old antiquated payment messaging system. Look what the banner says behind him. Can y'all see that? If you can't see that, I'm gonna read it for you. That says Future of Finance 2026. Pay attention, people. Pay attention.
It was a T+5, the trading date, plus 5 business days to then clear and settle a securities transaction. And sometimes in Italy, for example, it was even longer, maybe even a month before that happened, but whatever. It was in the United States, 5 business days, but a lot can happen in 5 business days that can mess up that particular transaction so that it completely fails and doesn't get settled. So now we're at the cusp, basically, of T0, an immediate on-chain clearance and settlement. You have a transaction, somebody wants to buy a security from someone else, and on-chain you can, through a stable currency, which you've heard about, or some of the tokenized securities that we've approved, such as money market mutual funds, or to come will be tokenized bank deposits. So just think of that, where on-chain immediately, when maybe we'll have to introduce some little speed bumps to prevent fraud and things like that, because once that button's pressed, away goes the money. But anyway, but in theory, we could have for many instruments immediate on-chain delivery versus payment, receipt versus payment on chain. That is something that people have dreamt about for ages and ages. And so we're right on the cusp of that. And so to me, that's exciting. And that will lower costs. It will make things much more certain in financial services. And that will have a really huge benefit for even consumers and everything else.
So he's basically telling you right there. He's telling you what's about to happen. He's telling you what's coming. This is an opportunity of wealth that can't be passed up. If you ever thought to yourself, man, where was I when Coca-Cola stock was $2? Where was I when Apple stock was 80 cents? Where was I when Amazon stock was $1.50? You probably wasn't paying attention. More than likely, 9 times out of 10, the average person was not paying attention to these financial booms. The dot-com era, when all the money was made from all the websites and all the companies that got started and developed and experienced growth from just the dot-com internet era. The average person was not paying attention. People, that's what this is. This is what crypto is. This is what the future of finance looks like. And you are early. You're still so early in this market. You have time right now to invest at the bottom floor, invest, accumulate, and obtain some wealth in the future. I mean, who knows? I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you a timeline of when it's going to be, when this market is going to fully develop, when it's going to be fully regulated, and when frameworks are going to be fully put in place to where this market and this technology can flourish. I don't know that. But what you can do is prepare. Prepare now, early in the market. So I just saw this and I got inspired, y'all. I just wanted to bring this to y'all today. I know this is my second video, but I promised myself that whenever I get vital information that I take in, I'm gonna drop these videos, man, and drop this information, and I'm gonna pass it right to y'all. So with that being said, again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Invest at your own risk. Be safe. Do your own research. Do your research. And we're going to leave it like that, y'all. Till the next time.